been awesome for us.
I appreciate that.
You've been like part of the community for a while, and like, you know, I talk to Ellis like almost every day, and he always raves about you guys.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, thanks.
All
right, Jake.
All right, guys. Have a great weekend.
Yeah, you too.
You too. Bye.
Bye. So it's crazy to actually have the creators of an app call you to talk about what you're doing, what they could do better.
They're really invested in what the consumer and what we're doing as far as reactors in this app.
Yeah.
So it's great.
Yeah, it's definitely nice. It's music to our ears when you get that kind of support, especially for something that it makes sense, especially for reactors reviewers. I mean, it's kind of cool that they are really adamant about making this community and the top tier reactors in this community at least get a say in what goes on and what they can do better. So that's exciting. But we gotta go watch Hitman's BodyGuard, so let's go and do that now. Now it really came down to Logan Lucky or the undercover bodyguard, but
the Hitman's BodyGuard?
The undercover brother? Is that? Yeah, that's where I went with that. So the Hitman's BodyGuard, that's the one. But our friend who saw the undercover, a Hitman's BodyGuard, I'm gonna keep doing that now the whole time. He saw it at CinemaCon and he said it is by far, like, it was the best movie they saw while they were there. And they saw a lot of movies while they were there a while ago. So, his vote of confidence is what's getting us to pick that. And plus it's Ryan Reynolds and Sam Jackson as well, so you can never go wrong with those guys. Looks like a little renovation's going on in the extended side of AMC. That's exciting.
Yeah, that side needed some much needed renovation anyway.
It's funny because that side was added on long after they ended up basically they were Cineplex Odeon, then they became Lowe's, and then AMC eventually took it over from Lowe's. But yeah, that whole side was the newer version, but man, it was not comfortable. The seats were really uncomfortable. Granted, it was stadium seating, which was big for this theater, but yeah, stadium seating with no, oh my gosh, what is happening? We've only been gone a couple weeks. What happened to the box office? Please enter here for your tickets. This is just mind-blowing. My. They turned customer service into the box office. That is exciting.
Robert, how you doing?
How you doing, man?
Good.
This is different?
Yes, it is.
Well, now this is the only side of the theater that's still functional. The other side is in shambles. Hitman's BodyGuard.
I hope they kill him, I really do.
So the Hitman's BodyGuard.
Yes, it was fun.
Yeah.
I laughed a lot, but that was because Ryan Reynolds and Samuel L. Jackson, the way that they interacted with each other was just hilarious.
And the camera work. I was admiring the camera work, the stunts, the action that they put into this movie. It kind of reminded me of like if you took Lethal Weapon for like the buddy cop type movie, but the action of like John Wick and the intricacies of like the one shots and the gunfighting. Like they definitely stepped it up, and you don't see that too much in action comedies, at least action comedies of like yesteryear, you know?
Yeah.
So it's definitely upgraded, but obviously the crown jewel is Ryan Reynolds and Samuel Jackson.
Yeah, they just worked so well together, and just the way the dialogue went with them was great.
Especially because like even at one point, like Sam Jackson calls out Ryan Reynolds on like analyzing everything, because that's his comedy is just like, oh, that's not what this is that. And it makes it funny because that's what Ryan Reynolds tends to do.
Yeah.
And Sam Jackson is just more of like a shoot from the hip type motherfucker guy. And anytime that they kind of mimicked each other, it was funny because they do that quite a bit in the movie.
They sure do.
Storyline wise,
it was just a simple, you know, get one person to one place because somebody's after that person, you know, you need a bodyguard in that case.
Yeah, and there was a whole ticking clock situation that for me, I'm like, well, why? You don't need a ticking clock. Let's be realistic. It's not like once 5 o'clock hits, that's it. And I'm like, yeah, I think they could make some exceptions if they knew that Sam Jackson was on his way.
Yeah.
Like, they would make an adjustment, especially if, like, you know, there's all these guys, mercenaries coming after Ryan Reynolds and Sam Jackson. They're gonna make a little bit of time flexibility to get Sam Jackson to where he's going. So for that, I was like, eh. But other than that, the first half of the movie, for me, a lot slower than the second half of the movie.
Yeah, that's very true. But at the same time, it was just I enjoyed the pacing forward anyways.
That's the thing, is they do spend a lot of time of letting you get to know the characters in the first half of the movie, so it's not a bad thing. But like the second half is just, it's really going. It's fast paced and action, and
they run with it.
Yeah, some awesome car chases, even over the top crazy car chases that were just like,
like there's
like
just
laughing.
one scene, like, I mean, it's not a big spoiler or whatever, but there was just one scene where like a car gets like hit and then all of a sudden it blows up. You're just like, oh. Like it catch you off guard, and I started cracking up with that. And
there was even moments too that the audience were like making sound effects too when something's about to hit or blow up, or someone falls and boom, like right before they hit the ground. At one point,
I was like, "Oh my god!" Like I was so invested in their action between like, are they gonna make it? What's gonna happen?
And there was one girl in the audience too that was just cracking up at everything. She was laughing at everything,
which is good. I'm glad.
Yeah, and I think it was making other people in the audience laugh too.
Yeah, because it's contagious.
It is, and you know what? I really wish we could see Ryan Reynolds and Sam Jackson together again in another movie.
Yeah, I bet you there was a lot of laughs at like during thing.
Speaking of which,
but
the stinger. There's a stinger in the credits.
Thing at the end, so stay.
And it's nothing crazy. It's very subtle, but it's fun. I really
very Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah. Like nobody stayed in the auditorium.
Yeah, we were the last one. Like I noticed that something was on screen. I was like, oh, and then I looked around and no one was in the theater.
But all in all, I'd say there's not. The only thing I could say negative, but it's not really negative. It's very predictable. Like we were calling things out.
We were like, oh, this is gonna happen. This is gonna happen.
Which is fine though, because that's how these movies typically are.
But I wasn't going in there to get like a twist or whatever. I was going in to just have fun and laugh because it's Ryan Reynolds and Samuel Jackson. So. But
I did really enjoy the contrast between the two. They were very, very both different kind of people, but it works so good together. So I really enjoyed Hitman's Bodyguard.
Me too.
Not Undercover Bodyguard, which for some reason I kept saying.
I want to go. I think I'm gonna give it a 4 or 5.
4. Yeah, I think a 4 would be good, because I would like to see like the behind the scenes of this and how they pulled it off. There was even a thing in the beginning with the director too, like they did with Edgar Wright for Baby Driver,
where
like thanking you.
And he just like tried to did an impression of Ryan Reynolds and Samuel Jackson. It was pretty funny.
So right off the bat, that was pretty funny. Yeah. So you could tell that they put their heart and soul into it. And they're happy everyone got to come and watch it in the theater, and we are too. So thank you guys for watching our review for Hitman's Bodyguard. You can like and you can subscribe.
And you can do the thing on our Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram,
Stardust. Yeah, check out the Stardust. Before we can edit and upload these reviews,
we always have like a 30-second like thing about the movie that we just saw, or any movie that we watched. So.
And you can download it, it's free, and then follow us first. Then see what we've done so far. We've done, even for movies that are old, like Coming to America, and I don't even remember some of the other ones. They're all on there. But anyways, thank you guys. You can hit up our Patreon. You can kick into the party, fuel the party, keep the party going, because we're going places like Collider.
We have a match coming up next week on Friday the 25th against Critically Acclaimed.
The 25th, so Friday. We're ending the week with Late to the Party versus Critically Acclaimed in the Ultimate Movie Trivia Schmodown, which is a tournament towards the championship. It's going to be a hell of a battle. Check it out on Collider Video's channel when we do that. And thank you guys, and as always, now it's time to say goodbye. Bye.
Bevono tutto,